We're back. Time for another edition of the Carolina Insider Video Pod. Thursday. That means it's social drive time. Adam's going to drive, well, I'll help too. Drive us through some fun Tar Heel topics via social media. And let's start with basketball. Tar Heels get their season started tomorrow night in the Smith Center at 7:30. But Adam, let's take a look back real quick to last season. Most watched TV broadcast in the entire calendar year of 2022. 11 basketball games in the top 75 and a whole bunch of Tar Heels in there.
This is college and NBA. Carolina was involved in 3 of the 4 most watched basketball games of the entire year.
Yeah.
I watched all those. Did you watch those?
I watched all. I am glad that number 1 on that list was a positive game for the Tar Heels.
I really enjoyed numbers 1 and 4.
Of course, 1 and 2 both happened at the Final Four last year, and a staple at the Final Four for decades, Adam, on the TV coverage has been one of the classiest guys we know, Jim Nantz. We just want to tip our cap. Jim saying that this was going to be his last year at the Final Four.
Fittingly, because it's in Houston, Jim Nantz went to the University of Houston.
Classy move.
No better place to ride off into the sunset. Jim Nantz did say, Jones, he's still going to do the trophy ceremony, even when he's not calling games. So he's going to sit in the stands, and then he's going to walk down and be like, all right, guys, give me the trophy, and then hand it out.
Guys, I'm giving Hubert Davis the trophy for the 5th consecutive year. I'm excited to be here again.
I can't wait till the first overzealous NCAA usher tries to throw him up against the wall when he doesn't have the appropriate credential.
Sir, that cup isn't blue. You can't walk down there. Iron Eagle going to take over for Jim Nantz. Great selection there. So, but certainly we'll be sad to see Jim Nantz go. Always a great part of the Final Four. Adam, let's go to the NBA. Already NBA time again. Season underway. 11 Tar Heels currently on NBA rosters. Get a good look at them there. And one of those guys playing well early on, Cam Johnson, already making a big impact, now a starter for the Suns.
Averaging a little bit over 10 points a game here in the early going for the Suns. Jones, is there anything that doesn't look cool when you film it with a camera like that?
No. Well, and Cam Johnson's shot just looks cool. Like it's the shot it's so technically sound, and you slow motion it. That's just pretty basketball right there. Here's some more pretty basketball from another former Tar Heel, Adam Nasir Little. It has been kind of an up and down couple of years. He's battled some injuries. He's healthy and is really playing well for the Blazers here early in the year.
This move right here is really nice, kind of this mid-range type of move that, boy, that would have been real nice in Chapel Hill, but he has really progressed and developed as a player, and you can see a great fit with the Trailblazers, who is another team playing really well.
2 guys not in the NBA currently, but former Tar Heels, and what a cool picture this is. King Rice, Derek Phelps, both with New York roots, both terrific point guards for the Tar Heels. Great to see those 2 guys together.
Bobby Hurley saw that picture and started crying.
Got intimidated right there. Couldn't even cross the timeline with those guys.
I'm not going to practice today, guys.
Let's transition from basketball to football. And Adam, it feels like every week we have one of these. An impressive Mac Hollins play as he continues to really play well for the Las Vegas Raiders. Raiders getting a much-needed win against the Texans this past weekend. And how about this catch?
At this point, this isn't like a one-game fluke. This is the season that Mac Hollins is having. Somehow holding on to that ball. And then, look, you film it with a camera like this and you dance like that, it looks cool.
Yeah, so congratulations to Mac 35, with the touchdown on the game. The 35-yard that I was about to mention wasn't that touchdown. It's this play by Michael Carter coming up. Not a touchdown, but still impressive. And, Adam, we have seen this plenty of times.
And Michael Carter potentially about to get even more snaps for the Jets as they've got some injury issues, and potentially he'll move back into that starting role at tailback, and you can see why, plays like that.
He had been in a rotation along with Breece Hall, who unfortunately injured. The Jets just picked up James Robinson in a trade from the Jaguars, so likely going to see the veteran Robinson and Michael Carter in that Jet backfield moving forward. Adam really had fun earlier this week on the audio pod, and in fact, today is the actual date that marks the 10-year anniversary. Don't even really need to say anything else other than the Gio Bernard game, when Gio ran the punt back against NC State, and one of the most memorable plays in Carolina football history. This is part of that all-access video from that particular year. Adam, there was the new helmets, the big surprise, and of course, the big finish with Gio running the punt back.
We referenced this on the audio pod. Great work on this by Jason Andrews, which 10 years later is still just as good as it was. Jones, who doesn't like surprising their team with fresh new helmets right before they run out for the kickoff? The Tar Heels did, and then it worked out because it ended just like this. What happened on this play, James?
Bernard fields it at the 26. Heading to the far side. Gio at the 35. Gio, he's at the 50. No, he's not. Yes, he is. Gio is going to take it for a touchdown. Are you kidding me?
Still, even today, just a great play and great memory for Tar Heel football fans. And part of our audio podcast on Tuesday was, first of all, we had talked to Larry Fedora, Gio Bernard, and Trey Boston about that game, their memories. Also, we had Tar Heel fans send in some of their memories. Adam got to tell a bunch of fun stories from the Carolina fan point of view. One we didn't tell on the audio pod, but great picture to go with this story from Noah Hooper. Noah, who of course is now like in his 20s, said he still cringes a little bit when he sees this photo of 11-year-old Noah back in the day, but I think Gio could have been the president that day.
But you know what Noah did know back in that day was he hit dingers with that titanium baseball necklace.
Yeah, that's right.
Because that enabled you to hit it at least 100 feet farther.
So thank you, Noah, for your story. And we read over 10 of them on the audio podcast this past Tuesday as well. So if you have a chance to go back and listen to it, I'd really encourage it. We had a bunch of fun reliving that game. Okay, we got a couple other things we need to get to. Let's move on. We'll start with some women's soccer action. And Adam, this is really impressive. Right at, I don't know if it's the buzzer, the horn, the whistle, right at the end. Crystal Dunn for the Tar Heels with the game winner in the NWSL semifinal for Portland. And Adam, it's a rocket in the top left corner.
This was a great goal for a great person. Look, that's just fun. Portland Thorns, they have good crowds out there in Portland, James. It looks like they have really good atmospheres. And the impressive thing about Crystal Dunn is, in addition to being really good at soccer, she just gave birth less than half a year ago. I mean, and then she's out there scoring game-winning goals.
156 days between giving birth and having the game winner in the professional league semifinal.
I'm just going to tell you, if I had given birth, it would be more than 6 months before I was scoring game-winning goals.
That would be a headline if that had happened here on the Carolina Insider. Adam, Mia Hamm, we can never not talk women's soccer and not find something cool to bring Mia Hamm into the conversation.
Well, it's that her swag at Carolina was truly unreal, which is that same caption is what they used on pictures of Jones.
Yeah. Tar Heels back in action tonight, a big one for them on the women's soccer side of things. Against Louisville, they try to lock up at least a share of the ACC regular season crown. Big renovation going on at Finley Golf Course, and it is underway. You see Davis Love III. He's not only helped design this renovation, but he's helping out with the actual workout. I'm sure he rocketed that excavator up and started digging up some areas there around Finley. They're flipping the nines out at Finley. They're adding 2 new holes, getting rid of what used to be number 10 and number 11. Those will now become practice holes for the men and women's golf team. So Finley will have a fresh look here in a couple of months when it reopens. Looking forward to that. Okay, to finish things up, Adam. So if you're an audio podcast listener, you know that Adam has had some trouble with escalators. Oh, wait, hold on. Before that, we got this from King Jones. Got to show this one first. Of course, we did a Roadhouse challenge with trimmers recently. That's a really impressive Halloween decoration for trimmers.
How do we know that's not in Jones's yard?
Yeah, again, that could be mine. It could be King Jones's yard. We don't know. That's impressive. But now let's talk. Adam does have some trouble with escalators. And Adam, we found this video from the airport in Las Vegas. Is this you, Adam?
This is just hilarious, really. As I know this feeling too well. This really does give me this sinking feeling of empathy for this guy.
How did this bro get that high up?
Well,
oh boy, pants are coming down.
Why doesn't
everything's wrong?
Why does he think this is a good idea? I was at least going the right way on the escalator.
Yeah. Adam if you don't know what you're talking about, Adam got caught in the turtle position at the bottom of an escalator one time because it
happened
tripped.
One time.
One time is enough. It's never enough time for us here on the Carolina Insider. We're out of time. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time here on the Carolina Insider.